Crap, I'm on fire again. Hey, what's up everybody, Scotty here, and welcome back to another how-to video. This time we're going to do this big beefy guy named Buck. But before we get into the loadout and tactics and all that, let's talk about his skills. First up is his shotgun, which shoots out 20 small pieces, each dealing 27 damage over almost 1 second. So you can get one shot off almost every second. His shotgun right here is only going to have 6 rounds, and if you're able to land every single one of the shrapnel, then your maximum damage is going to be 540 at a base. Now Buck, unlike the other flanks, he's really up close. So to maximize your damage, you're going to have to be up close. You know, he's not like Evie. You know, she can shoot pretty good amount of distance, and you know, still get decent numbers. But Buck, he's definitely up close and personal. Next up is your net shot. Upon landing, this will do minor damage and slow the target for 50% for a short period of time. In addition, you can increase your damage by 30% during this period. Your movement ability is Heroic Leap, which will allow you to leap incredible height and distance. Now height, this kind of depends on your loadout, because by default, you can leap pretty good bit, but if you buff this up with your loadout, you can really beef this sucker up. But if you manage to land on somebody with Heroic Leap, you can do a lot of damage too. Alright, your Q ability, unlike any other flank, you just heal. You heal 1,000 for 4 seconds. And your ultimate ability resets all of your cooldowns, refills your ammo, and causes your weapon to deal double the damage for 6 seconds. So, pretty good. Now, let's talk about the loadout. This loadout it's heavily used around the leaderboard. You know, I call it stim pack, but it's really overpowered. I mean, it's not only overpowered, but it's unstoppable. There's been a lot of times where I've been 1v2, 1v3 on the opposing team, and they've had to all focus their attention on me. For the most part, I'm taking somebody down with me. I am taking at least one person down with me. But you know, this build right here, it gives you healing, it gives you life steal, it increases your healing, it reduces cooldown, and increases your escape. So this is what I was talking about. You can beef that up 20%. 20% on Heroic Leap is a lot. Let's go down the list. Seismic Wave, this can be changed a little bit, which I probably will. But, you know, just for what we're working with right here, it helps with your escape, just by reducing the cooldown. Because by default, Heroic Leap has a 6-second cooldown. You know, not too bad for a movement. And recovery has 10 seconds. So, like I said, you can heal for a lot with this guy. Okay? Now with Giga Siphon, while recovery is active, that's 40% life steal. So when you're in a battle, when you're dueling, and you have this active, when you hit somebody, you're gonna gain 40% of that damage back. Now this stacks on top of a life rip, burnout cards that you could buy in the game. So you could stack this up to, what is it, 70%? But we'll talk about that when we're in the game. Rapid sustain, this again increases the effectiveness of your recovery. Leg day just helps with your escape. I don't too much recommend going with a basic, well, you know, just the 0% gain on your heroic leap. It definitely needs a little bit of attention. And of course, reconstruction reduces your cooldown on recovery, so that's gonna be 6 seconds. So again, adds to the flavor of keeping this guy alive. So yeah, let's before we kind of get into the battle, just one major tip we got to talk about. When you are about to battle, activate recovery. With this build, when you're going to flank in on somebody, have your recovery out. So going against somebody like a ruckus, just going against anybody, just make sure you have your recovery always on cooldown when you're initiating. And if it's not on cooldown, unless that opponent is about to die or be eliminated, just get out. Just use heroic leap and re-engage with recovery, because these both have, with this build, these actually heroic leap has 5.5 second cooldown. Recovery is 6 seconds. So you're able to get in and get out, heal. Just make sure you always have recovery up. All right, so we'll show you the build once we get in the game. So we'll see you in the battlefield. All right, here we are. A quick preview of the loadout again. And on the friendly team, Buck, Makoa, Victor, Bomb King, Ying up against Barrick, Androxus, Shaolin, Cassie, and Drogos. With that being said, with the build, I usually always go Haven. And by the way, I'm doing post commentary on this video just because yesterday, when I'm recording these videos, sometimes it's really hard to get a video out, especially when you're doing solo casual. It's extremely hard. So lately, I'm just trying, like the day that I recorded this, I really just wanted to perform as good as possible. When you're solo doing casual, it can be a little frustrating, but it's still enjoyable to play. With this particular video, I just wanted to record the best possible. So here we go. Already up against Androxus. Now, when you're dueling Androxus, when he uses his reversal, it's not going to work against Buck. If you shoot Androxus in his leg or in his foot, for anybody, he's going to take damage while his reversal is active. With Buck and Barrick, or anybody who is easily able to change and hit the body part, especially shrapnel wise, it's going to be very easy to hit Androxus in those weak points. I kind of call that Androxus Achilles heel, because that's exactly what it is. So far, we're overtaking the objective at this point of the game. And let's take this Cassie down. I do like her bow. Very nice. Let's get away from that. Now, again, when you are engaging on your target, if they're running away, that's fine. But if you're engaging, that should have been a double kill. When you're engaging on your target, make sure your Q is active, so you can get that healing and you can get that life steal. Okay, watch out, Victor. Let's help him out. We actually just saved that Victor's life right there. Maybe, but I'm just saying. Maybe not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to tell, but guy looked like he needed some help. So, Buck, when you're gonna duel, I don't make it on this one. Yeah, in here, in these little narrow passageways, don't do that with Buck. Especially going against somebody who's got good burst damage, like Cassie or something. Don't do it with Buck, because his escape, his little F, the leap, well, it's used as a means of escape. If you don't secure a kill, okay, that's fine. But that doesn't necessarily mean you have to stay around for the battle and get killed. Somebody else could secure the kill for you. And already we got the first push. Not too bad. But yeah, stay away from those little narrow passageways. You want a wide open space. This map is pretty decent for Buck, but anything more open than this. Like what is it? Timber Mill is actually really good. Frog Isle, Serpent Bend, I believe that's what it is. The new map. Yeah, the new map's what, Serpent Bend came out today. We're just gonna keep upgrading. I think that's what we're gonna do. What do we go with?
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, we're just gonna keep going with Haven. I thought so. Sometimes I switch up and get Deft Hand. It depends on the team comp that I'm going up against. But for the most part, this build, I just keep going Haven. I mean, you're already hard enough to kill, and here goes this Androxus. As you can see, again, he did his and he was gone. This was another mistake. When you pop your ult, don't think you can go in there and take everybody on. Your ult is usually good for securing a kill, or you can increase your chances of doing a 1v2. But for the most part, when you want to activate your ultimate is maybe after you land a few shots. Like I said, it depends on who you're going up against. And Androxus, you can take him down no problem. A Cassie, yeah, you'd probably want to pop your ult after maybe 2 or 3 shotgun blast. A tank, just wait for the team. Now, if you're going up against another Buck, pop your kind of the same strategy as going up against Cassie. Pop a few shotgun shells off, pop your ult. It'll instantly reload. Then you can do your abilities. Make sure you get that net off. You do that net right there. Look, he's taking extra damage. There goes the Androxus. I just 2v'd one right there. And there goes that Barret. I'm telling you, Buck is a beast. Cassie's trying to get our attention. We know where she's at, but we're gonna wait till we get our health up a little bit. She's still up. She's still around. Let's track her down. There she is. We'll get her, especially on this long, narrow passageway. When they get on the long, narrow passageway like that, use your net, because that is almost guaranteed to get. This is funny right here. The Drogo's, he missed his ult. Then he got anchored way up there in the air. There was a nice combo. But again, in this narrow passageway, be careful. It is, it's pretty good that we had Makoa there with us. Let's just casually get out of here. See, out in the wide open area, you can just get out of there. Your health gets too low, no problem. We got our ult up again. But at this point, we should just push. But as you can see, I just had missed the ramp right there when I did my F ability. And honestly, with the build that I have, I cannot make that. I cannot make it from there. So that's why if you want a higher jump, then increase it with that certain card on the loadout. So that's a good game for the friendly team. Top play, congratulations. We'll take a quick look at the stats. Although it was a short game, what we're just focusing on is just the strategy, the use of Buck. When to engage. You never engage with Buck with your F ability unless you are confident, unless you are landing a kill. You have to land that kill. Otherwise, just casually walk in, land a few shots, get that kill, and escape if you have to. So there's a quick look at the stats, and this is Buck. Give it a try. It works really, really good.